My name's Deputy Inspector General of Police, Dr. Shehu, PSC. To talk about PRAWA, Prisoners Rehabilitation and Welfare Action, we have a very, very good rapport, good understanding, and good synergy between the police and PRAWA for many years. It is an institution that concerns primarily on respect of dignity and human rights, which the police are supposed to be part of it. And also capacity building to the police to enable them to perform effectively and efficiently in conjunction with the fundamental respect to the fundamental human rights as enshrined into the Nigerian constitutions of 1999. It's very, very beneficial, and at the same time in building capacity and enabling the police officers to perform credibly when they go out to discharge their duties. The police is an organization that deals with all kinds of human beings. When they come across a police officer, they deserve to be respected by police in ensuring not only their security and safety, but also in respecting their dignity and human rights. So in a nutshell, the training and retraining we are getting from the PRAWA is to enable us have police that will function and discharge their duties in a most standard and acceptable manner by members of the public. At this juncture, I want to say kudos. Welcome to the Nigeria Police Force online training.
I want to welcome you especially to this very important course. You're going to be looking at speeding up criminal justice process and human rights, and this is just an introduction into the course. So, as a way of introduction, we're going to be looking at the real essence of this course is to see how we can speed up criminal investigation so that justice can be delivered in time. The time it takes for the police to complete their investigation and allow a case to move to the next step in the criminal justice process has been identified as a significant cause of delay. Analysis of delays occurring at the police stage of the criminal justice process identified a number of root causes. What we are trying to say is that between the time of investigation to when it goes to the next judicial process, there is a time lag, there is a delay. So what we are trying to do here is to look at some of those delays. What is causing the delay between the time of investigation and taking an accused person to court? So some of the delays that we found out in the course of our investigation and research, the number one is the capacity of police officers to carry out effective investigations, both in terms of resources and now, some of these things are not really your fault as the police officer, because we also realize that, for instance, the resources in terms of vehicle, the scene of crime, the equipment for you to really do your works are not lacking. We also found that the skills of investigating officers are sometimes not adequate. Some police officers are not adequately equipped with the skills they need to be able to investigate properly and to be able to investigate swiftly. We also found out that in terms of case building analysis, building up your case and analysis of data, some of these skills are lacking. So we need to be able to increase our capacity as police officers in order to speed up our time of investigation. The next root cause that we also identified is lack of effective and efficient systems for managing and monitoring cases to ensure that investigations proceed in a timely and effective manner and are carried out in line with legal, policy, and operational frameworks governing the work of the Nigerian police force. What we are trying to say is that there is a lack in effective and efficient systems to even monitor the investigations as they proceed. If you are assigned a case, is there a system that you report to say, okay, this is the extent we've gone on this case? Is there someone who actually monitors the speed of investigation? Is there someone who monitors how the case is progressing? Is it progressing in a swift manner or is it dragging? If the case is dragging, is there a responsible person who comes to ask, why is this case dragging? Why is it that we've not disposed of this case? That is really very important. Another thing is lack of clear protocols and systems for communicating and cooperating with key stakeholders in the criminal investigation and prosecution process, including prosecutors, witnesses, and experts such as medical practitioners and coroners. What we are saying is there a clear protocol? Is there a communication channel that enables you to communicate with key stakeholders? Because we also realize that in the course of investigation, it is not only in the hands of the Nigerian police. There are witnesses to the case. There are other stakeholders, maybe like medical doctors or coroners, that you also need their confession or you need their experts' analysis to be able to proceed with the case. So if there is no clear communication, there is no protocol, if there is no collaboration or synergy, then you can find out that the case will now begin to drag. So this case will therefore focus on one of the most challenging problems faced by the Nigerian criminal justice system, which is the issue of delay in the delivery of criminal justice. Some people always say that justice delayed is justice denied, although we don't believe that. But you realize that when justice is delayed, it leads to some form of unrest. Even people begin to lose faith in the system. They begin to lose faith in the state because they don't get justice when they're supposed to get justice. That is why the issue of swift justice delivery is really very important, and that is why I want to encourage you to pay very clear attention to this course because it is important to the work you are doing. In addressing this issue, this course will examine the entire criminal justice system, highlighting the role of the police, the human rights implications, and recommended steps to address. We are not just going to lift out the problems, we are going to tell you what we think are steps that needs to be taken in order to make the process more swift. Okay? Now, this course will, in addition to discussing the above mentioned, further examine the entire criminal justice sector, including organizations representing on the demand side, to address and resolve critical blockages in the criminal justice system that slow down and prevent the delivery of effective justice, including through the following. We are going to look at these things now. So what we are trying to say is that in addition, we are going to address and resolve critical blockages, those things that we see that are causing impediments to criminal justice system. We are going to look at them. We are going to tell you what we think are ways we can use to remove those blockages so that we can have a swift judicial system. Okay? So we are going to identify the root causes and associated factors that prevent speedy dispensation of justice. There are some factors that are associated with dragging these cases. We are going to look at them critically. We are going to establish cross-sector collaboration. We're going to help you to establish cross-sector collaboration between stakeholders and the Nigerian police towards addressing the issues of delay in the administration of criminal justice in Nigeria. In this course also, we will be developing and implementing action plans to address the key issues of delays and inefficiency in criminal cases in a sustainable way. What we are saying is that we are going to be telling you key things that you can develop and implement as action plans that will help in eliminating these blockages to speedy dispensation of criminal justice in a sustainable manner. We are also going to be developing and implementing mechanisms for monitoring the speed and effectiveness of the delivery of criminal justice and supporting justice sector institutions to produce and utilize performance data. What we are saying here is that we are going to also help to provide mechanisms that will help in monitoring, because it's not just about saying, okay, we have some mechanisms we've put on ground. Who is monitoring them? Monitoring is very, very key, and we are going to tell you how we think you can monitor the speedy dispensation of criminal justice cases so that we can have all these delays. Now, the course is divided into different modules. In module 1, you will be learning an introduction and rationale into why are we really learning this course. That's what module 1 is going to be treating. The rationale behind speeding up criminal justice. Okay, in module 2, we're going to be learning how we can understand the causes of these delays. In module 2, we'll list out the causes of these delays in criminal justice so that you understand them, and then you will be able to know what you can do to eliminate some of these root causes. In module 3, we'll be speeding up criminal justice processes and rights of victims and witnesses. That's what we're going to be learning in module 3. And in module 4, we are going to be treating human rights and police case management system, how you can manage your cases in line with human rights. That's what this course is all about. And like I said, it's a very important course, and I want you to pay very close attention. Beyond just what we're going to be telling you here, you have your manual, you have your slides. Even after the training here online, you also need to go through your manuals and through your slides in order to have a deeper knowledge of this particular training. Thank you very much, as I see you in our next class.